Welcome back. We're at day 2 of the 5x5 challenge, 5 ways in 5 days to 5x your leads. Today, I want to focus on online leads. Now, there are hundreds of ways to get online leads, right? Traditional realtors tend to do all 100 and then they go, well, which is the best, right? Well, I've done all of them. And can I just boil it down for you and tell you which one's the best? The best is Realtor.com and Agent Machine. Agent Machine might now be called Referral Exchange. Those are the two best. But the number one out of all of them is Realtor.com. And I want to tell you why. But before I get into the why of that, I want you to know like what realtors do like wrong instead, right? And I think what realtors do wrong instead, if I was going to boil it down to simplicity, is when they get a lead, number one, they think they got to be so fast and get that lead first. Number two, realtors get it wrong because they think they need to be like exclusive leads and only have that one lead talk to them. And then the third thing is realtors get it wrong with online leads is they think they need to know everything about that house that is called upon. And all those three things are myths. How do I know that? Because I've personally sold $424 million of residential real estate in 2 different states. I started 3 real estate companies basically from scratch, and those realtors have sold $600 million via this method. And I've now been teaching this nationally to realtors for the last 5 years, and they've sold close to $1.3 billion. So this works really, really well. And you're going to get your time back. Okay, so first off, why do I do Realtor.com leads? Well, think about this. When Joe Q Public goes to Zillow, when they're going to Zillow, generally they're looking for what? Yeah, you're right. They're looking for a Zestimate. Now there's homes for sale on Zillow, I get it. But the main thing is they're kind of going online. They're going like incognito. They really don't want to talk to a human. And so they're doing that. When they go to Trulia, same kind of thing. All right, now think of this. When somebody goes to Realtor.com, just think of that name. Like Realtor.com. Who do they expect to talk to? Ta-da! You're right, a realtor. So it's like these leads, I'm already starting in the positive, where any other online lead source, I'm starting like in a massive deficit and a massive hole in the ground, right? And you've probably heard of the ones like, Commissions Inc. and Boomtown. Not interested in that. I'm interested in dealing with a human who says, I'd like to see that house and I'd like to communicate with a realtor. If all you did was were able to like deal with leads that are like raise their hand and say, yes, I want to see a house. Yes, I want to see it with a realtor. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that make your life so much easier? I know, it's totally changed my life. So that is why this is one of my 5 favorite ways to 5x leads quick and fast. Okay, so now that I got these leads, and I would say this, return on investment is generally every $1,000 that you spend on Realtor.com leads, you're going to get about a 15 to 20 return on investment. So you spend $10,000 in a year, that's what, 150 to 200,000 GCI. That's like really, really good. If we were entrepreneurs, we'd be like, yeah, that's a really awesome ROI. Okay, so next, what happens is when realtors get leads, they kind of make the mistake of, well, I should say this, when a traditional realtor gets leads, they make the mistake of, like, again, having to know everything about that home. That's not what you need to do. Like, what happens is, if I'm Joe Key Public, I call off a home, the realtor calls me back, kind of frantically because they have to race to get the phone, right? And then they're like, I go, hey, yeah, I'm calling off of 125 Heritage Lane. And they go, oh my gosh, that house is amazing. It has this and this and that and that. And then I might say, yeah, what's the swimming pool like? Oh my gosh, you've never seen a nicer swimming pool. Ba 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 ba. And it's just a bunch of this. And it's like when you are hanging with your friends, most of us want to get a word in to have a conversation, right? And the challenge by traditional realtors doing it this way is they dominate the conversation. And most humans out there don't want to deal with somebody that just dominates the conversation. It's really not so fun to have a conversation with somebody that way, right? So, so many traditional realtors are like, oh, I have the gift of gab. And I go like, oh, no, that's a curse. Like in real estate, if you want to be a professional real estate consultant, you don't need to be gabbing so much. Listen, right? You got 2 ears, 1 mouth. We've all heard that, right? Okay, cool. So can I tell you what I do instead? All right. So this is how it goes down. So I'm going to give you the briefness on it. At my 3-day event, I go over for a full hour on how to connect with leads. But I'm going to give you the 100,000 foot view. Okay, so they call and I say, oh my gosh, you got great taste. It's a great home. Let's go take a look at it. And then they'll give me one of 3 objections, and I quickly and politely and professionally answer those. And then I say, hey, it's only going to take us like 5 minutes to see that house. We can be in and out. I take a look at my calendar. I see when I'm available. In my calendar, I have preset times that I do my work. Gosh, here's an example of it. This alone, this is going to start changing your guys' world when you start to act more like a doctor and have stuff pre-planned. I know it sounds really foreign right now if you haven't been doing a life this way, but oh my gosh, it's going to totally revolutionize your life. And then I'll say something to the effect of, hey, if you like this home, I can think of 2 to 4 others that I think we should also take a look at. And then I'll say, no, what in the world has you thinking of moving anyways? And then they'll start to tell me. And then I'll say, hey, that's cool. Hey, last question before I let you go, and I see you then later today at 4 o'clock to show you those homes, is how much do you know about me? What makes me different, and how I massively benefit people like you? And 100 out of 100 people say, I don't know anything about you. Well, not 100. 99 out of 100 say, I don't know anything about you. Because again, I'm not into branding. I'm not into building myself as number one. Because I think there's 7 companies right now who say they're number one. So, and then I go from there. It's a totally different experience that gets a totally different result because of one word. And the word is this: I am willing to connect with people. And everything in my system is designed to get you connecting with higher end, cooler, premium leads, CPLs, right? So awesome. Yay. This is another one of my favorite ways to attract cool premium leads almost at will. This method, it usually takes about 1 week to do until you're out looking with a cool premium buyer seller. It's not that long. Someone that I just taught this to, she just cashed her first $16,000 check yesterday by doing this system. And let's see, I think she said she's been doing it for 5 weeks. So again, it took her less than a week to get a lead, go out, show homes, this and that, write the offer. It takes 21 days to 30 days to close, and voila. So again, 5 by 5 challenge. This is stuff that you can be doing instantaneously. You don't have to wait years for it to work, because none of us got that amount of time. Now, if you want to know all 11 of the ways and dive really deep into this online method for, like I say, an hour, I give you all the exact steps to take. I give you all the exact dialogues and scripts to use. Then click somewhere on this page, get signed up for the 3-day CPS3 event. All right, ciao, ciao to day 2. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 3. Bye.